Welcome back, 5 Aces.
Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here. This is your embedded frontline reporter speaking. On my way towards completing my mission of covering pretty much all the RAGL matches that I can get my hands on. This one is going to be a bit of a special one. It's the first appearance, the first canonical appearance here in the OpenRA universe that is my YouTube channel, of Mr. Goremented, and a bit of backstory about him. I think he won Minions League last season, or at least he placed and ranked very highly, but I think he actually won it. So he was one of those who ascended into masterhood, into Masters Division. Ooh, going out with a dog already. And he's facing off against Sigil. So yeah, Masters Division has been transformed over the past couple years, over the past couple seasons, because there were so many people dropping. Some of the established players like Orb, Happy, Bane, they all managed to weasel their way into a season forfeit. And, ooh, gets the dog of Sigil, that's big. If he can retain his own dog, which is looking good so far, then he's got a massive advantage in the early game, that's pretty good. Yeah, so Masters season, I myself actually only clung onto Masters Division due to a lucky coincidence, because Caution didn't find the time for playing. So I was chosen as a replacement and managed to squeeze out yet another season Masters, which I'm happy about. But yeah, Sigil, definitely one of those players who, I think it's his third season in Masters. Ooh, very well played from Goremented. Just meticulous with the dog. That little dog advantage has transitioned so well into a early mid-game advantage. Wait, oh, Sigil gets his own Derek at least, so that's something of a redeeming factor. But the early infantry battle certainly going Goremented's way, and Goremented, yeah, never underestimate Minions League players. Sometimes it's so dismissive, but Minions League still has extremely high-skilled players. I know I'm not covering much of Minions League because I, to be honest, haven't followed it all that much, but whenever I'm watching games there, it's really impressive. Oh, the dog! Goremented's dog, absolute unit, MVP here. Pushing him off the other, his own Derek as well. And as a result, Sigil is probably gonna have to wait for either a flag truck or an APC. Both obviously went double refinery because that sort of build is unaffordable if you're not going double ref. Really, really good engineer preservation as well. Gets the forward oil derrick, I presume, because there is no way that Sigil can contest for now. Has to stay back in his base. Goremented is also ahead with his third refinery, which is not, by the way, not necessary. You do not need to build a third refinery, but many people opt to do it regardless. It sets you back 20 seconds-ish, which you could use in producing barracks, I guess, but still. Sigil moving out yet again. He's probably waiting for his APC, yeah. So this all depends on the rocket positioning. If the rockets get a good opening salvo, this is mirrored builds. That's pretty cool. This is one of the standard builds here. That's risky and dangerous going for the oil derrick, because that lends itself to some solid crushes there. And it's in full vision of Goremented. Oh, the dog. Line of sight is still established. You're pushing him off a little. But, okay, he's trying to recapture. I'm not entirely certain if that's a good idea. Yeah, Goremented is going the long way around. That's so smart. That is absolutely smart. And down goes the NG. Gets the APC out as well. And now this is risky. Yep. Dog eats one, dog eats two. And in goes the APC. Oh my lord, those crushes. That was sick. This early game for Goremented is insane. 3k over 600. It was so well played. He only lost a dog and a couple of rifles thus far. And can now start pressuring the main base of Sigil. Oh my lord. This was absolutely brilliant. The only thing that's holding him back right now is his third refinery, because he's behind on the service depot timing as a result. Should be trying to crash. Okay, all the rockets died. Time to book it. That was an unfortunate engagement. He could have maybe tried for some counter crashes there, so I guess, yeah, that kind of evened out. But Goremented is still holding 4 derricks for now. 4 derricks over 1. This one is obviously gonna get transferred back into the possession of Sigil. Also using the APC so well. This has gotten some good value. Scouting, seeing the army movements, denying scout vision. Denying scout vision is so important. Yeah, already gets a rank up, and there is the MCV battle has... Oh, he doesn't have a defense ready. How long can he block? How long can he block deployment? Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Gets to block for now, and probably gonna push Sigil's MCV placement on the other side of the ore patch. That is huge. Man, if it had a Tesla coil ready, this game would probably be over. Okay, in comes an army. But Sigil definitely doesn't know what's waiting in the shadows. Man, this has been such a high pressure build from Goremented. I would actually like to have a Tesla coil ready for him now. Yep. No, that's Sigil with the Tesla, never mind. Yeah, the flame towers by themselves won't cut the mustard, because one Tesla coil placed here is just gonna deny all that. Is he now gonna go for the main base? Interesting. Ooh, rockets first. That's not the best of engagements. He should still be taking this. Yeah, Tesla coil coming out. And just like that, I think that push has to be called off in just a hot second. He is still holding almost all the derricks. This has not been transferred over just yet. Goremented is going for his own Tesla coil now, that's smart. Had he had the army with the main MCV, he would have stood a good chance at winning that. Flamethrowers being produced for Sigil. Also, I want to highlight... Ooh, nice. Finding the flamers. You should kill them! I want to highlight that Sigil has been playing out of his mind as well recently. He's taken some big names here. Taken some games off of strong players. Alright, the backstab into Sigil's eco lines. That is one dead harvester. The second one gets rerouted to the north. And another harvester down here. Yikes, that is not looking too hot right now for Sigil. Has already lost 2 harvesters. The armies are still in an okay position. Really good concave here. Okay, he's trying to just move. Trying to move command through here. And on this side, Goremented is going for the Tesla coil, getting it as well. And pushing Sigil out of his expansion lines. So this army has been distracted for long enough. Oops, power goes down, that's fine. He should have enough firepower to kill the Conyard. Yes, no cell order coming out for Sigil. That is gonna spell trouble. That is gonna spell trouble indeed. Goremented doesn't really have much infantry left. He should pull back. This is overcommitment. He is overcommitting hard here. Has he overstretched himself? Okay, Sigil is not pushing back. Oh! That's just a small detachment. That was an APC loaded with a 1 rocket. Alright. Gets cleaned up now. Wasn't too scary. Man, Goremented has a problem with his eco. Those 5 harvesters, they're not harvesting with the utmost efficiency there. But Sigil is on 1 base. He has moved his original MCV out, so this is a sitting duck here. This base is very much in peril. If it's this strapped for cash, I would recommend Goremented to just sell the Tesla. It doesn't serve a purpose right now. So, interesting position. A lot of value has been burned from Sigil. His eco is in a terrible spot, but crucially he has an army right now. Goremented is floating 9k. My friend, you need to start producing. What is he building? I mean, he's not building any field defenses. That's awkward. So he's gonna lose his main base as well. Yikes. This is a complete clusterfuck of a game. So he's trying to contest. I mean, this base is already dead. He should rather try and salvage whatever he can get from it. Oh, wait. Is Sigil seriously not killing off the economy? Okay, he is. There we go. He's probably gonna lose this engagement because he doesn't have any rockets. Needs some... Oh, wait! He can have some really good focus fire on the tanks, and then he would be okay. Wow. What a game here. There's still a little army waiting in the wings, but no rockets, so this is not likely to kill much of anything. Man, this army is so toothless from Goremented. It just has 4 heavies. By the way, he built the second war factor, which is something that is also deserves mentioning. 5 harvesters on this little patch here, one of them refusing, going on a strike as well. Right, finally, down goes the 1 heavy tank. So, heavy tank production is still in full swing for Sigil. Where does that leave him? He's on 3 essentially 2 harvesters here, because that's just 2 empty patches, 1 harvester here. So he's basically on 5 harvesters. That's decent income. Oh, the flamers are gonna make swift work of the oil derricks. Yeah, flame and oil don't mix. Ah, almost. Yeah, now he gets it. That's good. So, -1 derrick, a massive army coming Goremented's way. He was in such a good spot just a second earlier. Oh, the MCV has been unpacked as well. Can he hold? He's trying to pull the goalies. In goes the first harvester, not connecting. APC, not connecting either. Ooh, that's so expensive. It is an expensive hold, but eventually he's gonna be holding. Problem is he lost 3 harvesters already. 4th harvester going down. His economy is gonna be in absolute shambles. What a tragedy. 1, 2 harvesters remaining. Goremented was in such a good spot for a little bit. Does he have the bank to rebuild? I fear he doesn't. I fear this won't be enough. So Sigil is preparing for the inevitable counterattack. Ooh, flamers somewhere. Oh no, that's a heavy. Never mind. Can take a flame tower on the way out. Ah, going for the refineries. Probably a good choice. How many oil derricks are remaining? He's got 1, 2. No, just 1 derrick. That's not very helpful. That is not very viable income. 1 oil derrick basically amounts to that's the food stamps equivalent of OpenRA. Bleeding a tank here and bleeding 2 refineries. That's friendly fire. So one of the weird side effects of the ore refineries now being able to be passed through is that they actually now allow for friendly fire, because if you park your own infantry underneath the refinery and then you try killing it, you're gonna kill your own units, which is just what happened there. Goremented basically only has this little scrappy army. That's very close to the barrels. But at the same rate, Sigil is constrained to 1 base. And oh my goodness, his income is gonna be trash. He has 6 harvesters here. And this patch is unoccupied. Oh, the expansion gets found out as well. MCV trying to skedaddle. That's gonna be so interesting to see whether if the MCV survives, then that would be a big problem for Goremented. Why is he not killing the flame tower? Okay, there we go. There we go. Secondary army, auxiliary army coming in, trying to chase. The MCV does survive for now. 1 ore truck. Yep, getting killed. -1 ore truck. That's the legendary -1 here. He's trying to commit, but there is not enough gas left in the tank. Secondary army doesn't... Oh, the flame tower! So much value! This should not have happened. Oh no. Alright, down goes 1 tank at least. No, not really. Stays alive. The main base right now is completely unguarded. The army went to deal with the incursion from Goremented. Goremented is letting himself get pulled apart a lot, it appears. Sigil is on no income whatsoever though. So his army is gonna be minuscule. And he needs to invest a lot into just making his economy run again here. Alright. Secondary army engagement. There is more heavy tanks and more rocket soldiers for Sigil, so I doubt this is gonna be going Goremented's way. Yeah, with the flamer AoE as well. Ooh, nasty. Scorched Earth policy. Get some really good hits. Oh, attack. It's not attack moving as well. It's not attack moving either here, so Sigil gets to retain so many tanks on low HP. Oh, finds a flank onto the service depot though. What a game! This is low econ scrap fest. The scrap fest low econ bonanza. Holy smokes! Goremented is fighting here. Oh, that's the war factory. That would be a juicy, juicy target. So, crucially, Sigil still has his, he still has an army. But he is probably gonna be losing his main base. He's gonna be losing his power. What is he gonna do in this situation? He needs to rebuild in the southeast, I guess. Okay, lots of harvesters. Oh, good crushes, but some of them are being sacked now. That was to be expected. Oh, heavy tanks. They're so low on health. Wow, this one got good. This harvester got killed by a rifle. That is impressive. One single heroic flamer is getting all the kills here. Man, the rate of fire gets really crazy once they vet up. Gotta say, man. Okay. He's building flamers only. What is he doing? And Goremented has managed to get up to a sizable army. So he is defending, wiping the floor with the army of Sigil. He's now able to go on the counter-aggression. So let's do a tally here. 3 harvesters. 3 harvesters for Sigil and basically no infrastructure. He must be on low power, huh? No, just barely not. Man, the assets, 38k over 22k. That is very significant. He's trying to look for some hidden main bases, but there are none. There are no other bases here. Sigil just even is in the process of getting started rebuilding his war factory. Hearing a flamer somewhere. What is this arriving from Sigil? I've heard some flamer action. All right, he's going on the war path. This time he's bringing his MCV. Is that an expansion? Oh, he lost another one. No, that's his main MCV. There's one tank here. He's managed to kill a harvester, just be annoying, pull away like 5 or 6 rockets. So annoying. Okay, this expansion though is dead to rights. So with that out of the way, my goodness, he's gonna lose the war factory yet again. And yeah, and Goremented is establishing another base. It's not looking good for Sigil, despite him having an insane track record in RAGL. Oh yeah, he gets the cell immediately. And down goes the econ as well. And with that, I feel that's all she wrote, because you can't sustain a war on 2 harvesters. He's sending over a lot of flamers. Ooh, wall of flame coming down as well. Why this obsession with flame technology, I wonder? The RA universe is a bit special in that regard. He's trying to fight, this is only infantry. Oh, can the flamers salvage this? Let's zoom in. Nope, they can't. GGB called. What a game one. What an insane display. Oops, I've got the bug again, so I have to hold down my arrow key to avoid auto-scrolling. We got the auto-scroller. Yeah, Goremented was close to giving the game away by not pushing in hard enough, but damn, what a display. So nothing fancy in terms of tech or anything, or micro, but the army movement. Plus, I've gotta say, speaking of micro, the early game dog was insane from Goremented. That got so much value. Alright, that was a really good game between those 2 players. I really like the sportsmanship. Sigil is also someone who's a really good sport about winning or losing. So, big kudos there. So yeah, Sigil also, by the way, gifted me a game on Steam, which I was really happy about. One that I've played a lot. It's called Vault of the Void. Anyway, thank you for watching game number 1. We're gonna be back with game number 2 right now.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
And for game number 2, we're finding ourselves on Titan VIP. This is the map that is insanely large, and the one that I talked about is a bit binary, because you need to get a hold of those expansions, or you basically just starve out your opposition. There is the corner expansions with the 3 mines, so yeah, this is a map where base placement is kind of constricted. It's limited to a couple spaces. If you want to get anything done with them, that is. And also a map where War Factory First wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It's relatively large distances to cover with infantry. But Goremented going for the dog again, and we're again seeing Soviet mirror. This time it's Russia versus Ukraine. It's too early for any Donbass jokes, so I'm gonna refrain from doing that. Except saying fuck Putin. Alrighty. So let's see, both going for a dog plus a very safe first oil derrick, so this is double red for both. And could have been a War Factory First. I like that on a map like this. Throwing it in, throwing it out casually, just trying to get some value. But obviously you get access to the middle if you invest heavily into the early game. So nothing too crazy just yet. Sigil, interestingly, not routing the middle, routing through the middle, despite going for dog. That's what I would usually do. And the way you do this, either you build a kennel first, but that's risky, because then you don't have reinforcements for like 10 seconds, because it takes a while for your barracks to start to be built and then start producing. Nope, you can't fight around here. Or you go barracks into immediate kennel, you build 3 to 4 rifles, so you already have a stack, and then build a dog immediately afterwards, and you rally them not straight towards the middle, because then if your opponent went dog first, then he's gonna snipe it, but rather go for a staggered approach. Just rally them somewhere here, next to the derrick, and then inch your way forward. That way you still have enough time to combat or contest any... contest the engineer. Oh, he's force firing. He's eventually gonna get it. I heard something die. Wait, did... Oh no, the dog is safely nestled here from Goremented. And the dog from Sigil is on guard duty. This dog has had an easy life thus far. Both... Oh, that's a flag track opener, switching it up is Goremented. If you have this many rockets, that's usually fine, and the flag track can provide more value than an APC outside of crushing, because you can poke from outside of range, be annoying, and force army movement. And as soon as you force army movement, OpenRA pathing is gonna fuck up your opponent, right? That's the way this works. Yeah, I like the flag track choice here. Obviously, in direct combat against an APC, it's pretty toothless. But it can be really annoying at just forcing repositions, forcing your opposition to consider that position, giving it up, pushing back. It's got great line of sight, great range. So yeah, I like the flag track. It's a very good choice here. You could actually push in and get a little bit of value by poking down the rifles, and maybe get a snipe on the dog. Only takes maybe 2 flak pellets. Ooh, the engineer is very exposed. Nice! What a find. Huh? Dog. 1 more little flak pellet and he's down as well. And you can't repair dogs on the service depot. Surprisingly. That's a 5 rocket APC. Goremented immediately repairing his truck. Or truck being salvaged. Very good reaction. But really, really nice idea from Sigil. Oh! Yeah, that's probably a dead harvester. Oh, the dog! The dog is going to town on the rockets! Man, and force firing down the rockets as well. Only 1 survives. All the war trucks being patched up again. Great defense from Goremented. Wow. That was so well played. Alright, so the flag track in the middle. And again, there is a derrick advantage for Goremented. Dog is gonna probably, yep, get poked down by the flag. So into this choke it's a bit dangerous because the flag truck has no safe path to retreat. But seems like he's reconsidering his options anyway. Here's the first expansion for Sigil. First expansion is out for Goremented as well. He's gonna get a lot of value. Oh, this is value town for Goremented. He's probably gonna, as soon as the MCV starts appearing and playing in, yeah, he's probably gonna start retreating. He has done the damage, he can just send back his army. And that's gonna be an absolute victory here. Combat tab, 3.1k over 1.1k. Yep, that's just what I expected. This army should no longer stick around. Reason being, your opponent does have a tank force, and you know about that because you yourself have a tank force. You can basically gauge, okay, considering neither players have lost a crazy amount in the early game, there's gonna be a comparable amount of tanks out on the field, and my opponent's tanks are probably gonna be around the MCV, so I'm probably not gonna try and contest that all too much. Alright, army's converging now. I like what he's doing here. Trying to put a bit of pressure on the econ. That's a good idea. Splitting up his armies. Oh, that flame tower was placed and immediately sold off again. Alright. Yeah, mining operations disrupted. This army is probably not gonna be long for this world. Goremented thus far hasn't lost all that much. He's played it well. Especially his tank retention has been crazy. Yeah, and he's been making life hard for Sigil. Making it really inconvenient for him to find the fights that he wants. Pressuring on both sides, not getting any value just yet, not killing any ore trucks, but just getting some poke. Getting some chip damage, revealing the position of the army. Okay, that has evened out now. Production tab, Goremented just going for more refineries, and Sigil just going for more power. More power! Unprotected ore truck, but an army on its way to the main base. There is no expansion to be found here just yet. This army is unaccounted for. Sigil, however, yeah, is pulling... Oh, wait, what? The ore truck going back in to deliver one last payload. That payday certainly wasn't worth it. So as a result, MCV gets pushed off. Refinery dead, harvester dead, power dead, and... yeah, he needs to defend though. Defense! Oh, that's a good timing for Sigil. Sigil is probably gonna kill off most of what's in the main base. Ooh, gets a harvester here as well. Nasty stuff. Yep, gets the service depot down. Counterattack is the name of the game. The MCV, Goremented gets the MCV. Radar Dome has been purchased already for Sigil. Oh, that was an early radar build. Alright, now we're cooking. We're gonna be base trading yet again, it seems. Honestly, sell off your buildings. Get as much value as you can. Oh yeah, Goremented is floating 8k, never mind. He's golden. He's got the bank again. Needs to kill the war factory stat immediately. Yeah. Going for a scorched earth policy, so both players have completely sacked each other's main bases. There is the expansion for Goremented. You know what? Sigil, yeah, Sigil doesn't have an expansion, of course. Oh my goodness, he's basically got one barracks left. This game is over. Unless he somehow manages to lose to this army. Oh my goodness. No way. There is no more production from Sigil. No, wait. He does have. Huh? Did he build a third MCV? Apparently he did. Okay, that's big. That is absolutely massive. Goremented has an okay economy. He's got lots of harvesters. So he can, given enough time, he can always just rebuild. Oh, Sigil does have a base. This is yet again another completely insane game. It's not one of those stock standard games. It's just base trade all the way to the bank. I love it. I absolutely love it. Flame tower going down, or refinery probably going to be killed off as well. Yeah, not without some friendly fire, but hey, that's OpenRA, that's life. Two armies from Goremented. He's got a war factory, he's got his service depot back up. It's looking good for him. But still one big army left for Sigil. Not as scary, but relatively vetted. Oh, the flag truck is just standing here. Just getting complete intel of the base. Oh, a little detachment. He is scouting for something. He's trying to find a base here. Oh, there's no refinery. Sigil needs to wait for his refinery to come online. That is terrible. So for the time being, still no production for him, except a couple barracks. Does he have... Wait. He needs to make sure that he can place his refinery though, but I'm pretty sure he has been taking that into account. So let's check the army value. What a crazy swingy game. Okay, that's gonna be a lot of Harvester's Blade. At least 2. Back to production we go. Oh, those tanks were not fully repaired yet, he didn't have time. Alright, not a scary army. Ah, there is a recapture of the engineer being tackled by a rocket soldier. Ooh, oh no, down goes the engineer. Right, at least 5 harvesters remaining, that's completely fine. Plus he's got an expansion MCV as well. So Goremented again in a dominant position. Just needs to make sure his main base doesn't fall to this one single push. The harvesters have a little bit of a traffic congestion, need to wait for the husks to fade. Sometimes that's harvester pathing. They are not smart enough to consider going to an auxiliary refinery, which is kind of weird. Yeah, army value has definitely swung back in the favor of Goremented. Ooh, especially with this detachment being caught off guard, that was a lot of rockets. But there is one big scary army still out and about here. Sigil is not out of this game just yet. I wonder, can he pull off the miracle defense and then come back swinging with a crazy push? Would be an option. Bleeding your tanks when your war factory is not fully operational yet is not the smartest choice. But he has to do it anyway. Infantry being traded off. That was just, yeah, a trade. At the end of the day, relatively even. This one, oil derrick. Producing a steady stream of income. We're gonna take a look at the assets. It's 25k under 41k. Oh, the oil derrick from Goremented has been alive for quite a long time. Only 3 heavies here, but finding an unguarded flank. There's just a lot of flame towers. Yeah, obviously, APC tech. There is nothing else that Goremented, that Sigil could be producing right now. He doesn't have the... He has to build econ. Or he had to build econ for a long time. By the way, flak tracks are so good against flame towers because they just... they can poke from outside of range. They outrange flame towers, which is an absolute godsend in some situations. Armies being split off. One of them is left behind to deal with the Carnyard, and the rest is merging. This is... I don't know if this is gonna be good enough for Sigil. Ooh, the Harvesters though. If they can get some good connections, some good crushes, there is no room to dodge. No, they die before they connect. And the pathing from the tank blocks the last Harvester from coming in. That is, despite losing the army, that's looking good for Goremented. He has traded off a lot. Plus, there is wave number 2 incoming. There is no more Harvesters. There are no more Harvesters at all for Sigil. He doesn't have anything left. What a wild series. This series is completely bonkers. Both players just going for the face. Not going for any technicalities, not going for a technical knockout. This is just straight punches to the dome. That's all there is. Yeah, but at the end of the day, Sigil coming out behind because yeah, he doesn't have any more real estate. Real estate market looking really bad for him. His housing bubble is about to pop. He does not have an army left. I'm sorry, my friend. You fought valiantly. That was a heroic defense, but at the end of the day, losing your main base without having an expansion MCV, and Goremented conversely was able to transfer that into an actual expansion. So that was his downfall. That one derrick still alive. 3, 4, 5 harvesters was... Yeah, GG. Goremented's economy was not great either towards the end, but yeah, this base trade. This was a series of base trades. I really enjoyed this series of 2 matches. This was just, yeah, going for the face. Awesome. We're going to be covering some more RAGL in the upcoming days. So for now, the release schedule is gonna be very gratuitous and the very. I'm gonna be dispensing casts left and right and center. I'm gonna be like, here's a cast and here's a cast, because I finally got some spare time, which is highly unusual. So, with that, thank you for watching. More content to come. Stay tuned. Also, I've been talking about this so much, but Shadow Paradise, it's gotten a new release. We're gonna take a look at that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. 5 Aces, out.
Battle control terminated.